Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Light and Darkness. Now, when we left off, we were all the way over here, and I had just spoken to King Yarogleck. Well, I actually spoke to him off-screen just now, before I started the recording, and he told me that this village was being raided by this fellow. So, we are now here to potentially stop him and capture him, and then we will be moving on to Sambuja to hopefully be able to manage it a little bit. Now, one of you stated you'd like to see the managing on screen. Well, I did actually show some managing of Sambuja in a previous episode. Not entirely sure, but the management isn't necessarily too in-depth. I basically just selected manage and build a messenger post, and it's going to be taking 8 more days to build the full messenger post indeed. So yes, I will be going there anyway just to check out some of the other options, if there are indeed any other options that we can potentially use to our advantage. And also, one of you stated that you want to see me increase the difficulty, so I will be doing that. Of course, the difficulty is not necessarily the lowest it has ever been. It is rather high. I mean, my units are actually taking full damage, and that's actually quite rare, considering usually I never play with my units taking full damage, unless I am a little stronger than usual. So I am strong here, of course, but as you can see, I am not losing any of my, well, we just lost a Vagier marksman. But yes, as I was saying, we are not really losing any of our units to death as such. We are mainly losing them to being knocked unconscious. And I think we'll accept surrender. I'm not entirely sure whether we can take these fellows prisoner, considering they are part of a vassal's party. We'll just try it out anyway. We'll see. And yes, as you can see there, we only had 2 wounded, and he managed to escape, which is unfortunate, but we do get to take a couple pieces of loot. Not really worth it though, I don't believe, at the moment. As you can see, nothing legendary, and no iron shields here either. I'm making sure that I do actually watch out for those. So yes, there we are. That was actually pretty simple to defeat him. And also, a few of you stated that you'd like to see me place some of my units in the Hidden Valley, which is all the way down there. So I think we'll probably make a stop off after we have arrived at Sambuja, of course. And also, before we do actually enter there, we will check out my difficulty. So as you can see here, this is the only thing that I am kind of compromising on, because as you know, I do take a little more damage than I potentially should. But considering you have stated quite a few times that you'd like to see higher difficulty, there it is. That's it, 10% more. That's pretty much all I can do, apart from making the campaign AI incredibly resilient. And personally, the campaign AI for me makes the game a little too grindy, so I would prefer to leave that on its lowest setting so that it doesn't turn into a complete grind fest. So yes, that is how we will be going for now, and I suppose what we could do is change the block direction from automatic to mouse movement, so as to provide a little more interactability. So yes, we'll go with that, and now we will head into Sambuja, why not? So, manage the village. That's pretty much all we can do. You're currently building messenger post. The building will be completed after 8 days. Now you can change the banner of the actual village, but it is actually using my banner at the moment, so I don't really think we need to be honest. So yes, we'll leave it at that, and I think now it would be quite a good idea to try to take on some of the Dahua Empire vassals. That would be quite good, because then we could potentially gain an iron shield. It would be wonderful if we could gain an iron shield. So let's try to do that. I will be heading into Raven very quickly indeed to sell very fast, and I will also actually be heading down to the Hidden Valley, and maybe on the way, if we see any Empire vassals, then we will be taking them on. Aha! Oh no, just some Dark Knights. Do we want to take those guys on? No, not particularly. I think Dark Avengers would have tempted me a little bit more. Okay, we're almost there. And I just need to make sure that all of our units are leveled up before we enter. So let's just take a look here. Ooh, Royal Knights. That's our first one. Oh my goodness, okay. Very nice. Okay, that's great. So, let's go into the hidden valley, and... ooh, this is going to be a little difficult, isn't it? We need to actually stock it with bread, and cabbages, some grain. Let's give some dried meat as well. We don't actually have much space due to my gems, and that is actually something else we need to take care of. So, yes, let's actually just see here. Okay, so these Vagia Archer Masters, they cannot level up any further. We are going to place 10 in here, and I suppose we will also put some Rodok Kingdom Guards, and Templars, a Royal Knight. Let's put some Heavy Guards, 6 of them. There we go. As you can see, my army size and capacity is increasing, which is great. Let's place some... oh, I really wanted to put some of those, but let's just put some more Archer Masters in there. Let's make it 15, why not? And some Paladins. Let's put 3 of those. So it's an even 100. Yes, I think that might actually help us out quite a bit. Good. So I think we might actually just want to place a few more pieces of bread and grain in there. That is great. Okay, good. Okay, so the actual calculation when it comes to army size, because I've seen quite a few comments about this, is that whenever you upgrade a unit, it can take up more space due to it being an elite unit. So for instance, let's say you increase a Vagia recruit all the way to heavy guard and you only have 10 in your army size. Well, once you have increased it, it will probably take up 5 spaces in that slot instead of 1. So hopefully that will explain it a little bit. Of course, that is not exactly the clearest way to actually explain any of those calculations, but I hope it will shed some light on what is actually going on when I say, oh, but we don't have much space, yes. So yes, let's actually just head to... oh, I was going to try and recruit from Mechin right there, but... let's try to recruit from Sambuja a little bit. Only 8. That's a little disappointing. Okay, there we are. That's much better. Okay, cool. So, let us now attempt to head around Udiniad, perhaps? Maybe we should try to loot this. But Udiniad, I believe, is a Vagia town. Technically, it was. So, I don't really want to reduce its relation with us. Well, let's try to find an Empire... Dehua vassal here. Maybe. Well. Oh! Ah! Lord Galard, he's traveling to Wurchek. No, he's going to get in there before we actually arrive, I think. Maybe? Oh, that was so close. Okay, I tried to speed up the time and... that was very, very close indeed. Okay, well, never mind. We will have a couple more units leveling up here. Now... I think you can probably see up here what happens to our company size when I level these guys up. Absolutely nothing. Okay. It seems nothing actually does happen until you get the most elite units. That's a good thing to know, that is for sure. Okay. I think what I may do now is, let's just actually talk to Borcha. He's actually leveled up too, so yes. From leveling him up, I think we will then move on to Sargoth and maybe speak to King Ragnar, because if you recall, back when we completed Chapter 1, he actually stated for us to go and visit him and check out what is actually going on there. So I think it might be quite nice to try that out, although there is a vassal here from the Dehua Empire. We are going to be chasing them down. 6.6, I move much faster than them. This is going to be very good, and let's just see whether we can actually catch him within good time. There we are. Not bad at all. Oh, yes. I say this only once. I shall say this only once. Oh, yes. Okay, so let us head over here. Get to the hillside, hilltop, whatever you want to call it, and hopefully be able to get into position before the forces of darkness are upon us. Oh, no. Now, we do have a considerably less archer-focused force here, so you will be seeing more cavalry, as you can probably tell. Now, when I say that, of course, I am not taking into account the Vagia elite archers and the Vagia marksmen, who are still rather prevalent in our army, so let us charge in our infantry and our cavalry. Our archers have an amazing vantage point right here, so we should be completely fine in theory to take these guys down without too much trouble. Let's do it. Oh yes, Dark Knight Judge dying almost immediately right there. Oh wow. Swadian Man-at-Arms are very efficient at killing these fellows right now. Come on. Oh, a little bit too fast. I'm not used to the fast swing speed right here. There we are, that's better. Come on, deal some damage. Let's do it, Billy. Oh, that's Borcher, of course. He is riding a dark horse, so I was a little bit confused right there. Oh, there's a judge. We need to take that guy down. Let's block him. There we are. And we took him down. Nice. Okay. Not too bad. And there, of course, we have the secret man impersonating a Dalek. Thanks to one of you in the comments for that particular statement. That is actually very true. He is rather similar to a Dalek. He is very efficient at killing, so I'm very happy that we were able to recruit him, of course. That is why I actually took so long to join a faction, because I believe one of you quite a while ago told me that if you don't join any faction and you remain neutral for quite a while, you do actually gain access to the secret man as a companion. So I was wholeheartedly invested in actually attaining him, because as you can see, he is so worth it, and I highly recommend actually doing that if you are going to play this as well. So there we are. That is our victory once again. We did actually lose 5 Vagia footmen. Of course, they are the lowest ranking units we currently have, so I'm not too surprised by that. But we do actually get some very nice armor here, which we will be taking. I mean, why not? We may as well. No iron shields, though, unfortunately, so yeah, we'll still have to wait for that. Maybe I can actually use my eyes next time as well. Yes, okay, so I think what I will do now is probably cut away and see whether King Ragnar actually... Oh, he's actually just here, never mind. I was actually thinking I needed to go into the castle, but he's right here, that's great. So let's speak to him, and he doesn't actually want to speak to us about anything to do with the forces of darkness and him actually being helped by us. So it seems we will probably cut away, and I will attempt to find yet another vassal of the Dehua Empire, and after that we will hopefully be finding a few more units for us to recruit. So I will see you soon. Okay, so on the way to recruiting new units, I have encountered Lord Eirik, and we were not very happy to see each other, I think. So we will be taking him down. We do only have 105, he has 57. Now, some of his units are a lot more advanced in level than ours, so we might actually have a little trouble with this fellow. I did notice he had a rather considerable amount of Dark Knight judges, so who knows what will happen. Let's just make sure that we don't get defeated, though. Let's get set up here in the best way possible. Now, where are they coming? Ah, they're over there. Okay, so that's actually good to know. Now, one of you stated you'd like to see me get a bow. Now, I will be attempting to hopefully get a bow, and maybe that will be the legendary bow, because as you could probably see by my skills, I don't know whether we've actually seen my character sheet for quite some time, but here it is anyway. This is the main reason why I wanted to get a bow, because of course we do have 7 in power draw. Now that is absolutely incredible, and it would be nice if we could actually make use of that skill, so I'm thinking and hoping we will be able to attain the legendary bow that is available in this mod at some point or another. I'm hoping that this is the reason why I am attacking so many vassals, because potentially the vassals have a higher drop rate than many of the other dark forces. If not, then I would actually want to try and find some Dark Avengers, because I think they probably have quite a good chance of dropping some legendary stuff as well. So I'm thinking once we have vanquished this particular fellow, I will be moving on and hopefully trying to find some Dark Avengers for us to do battle with. Oh yes. So let's just hope that we can actually do that and not sustain too many losses, of course. We are taking no losses whatsoever, and as you saw, the difficulty screen is up to max. The only thing that is actually lower is the respawn rate and the actual speed at which the enemy vassals gain their armies back. At least that's what I have understood previously from campaign AI, because combat AI is obviously on the highest level already, so we don't really need to worry about that too much. But there we are, no casualties whatsoever. Very nice indeed, and yes, no epic, legendary weapons right here. How unfortunate. Well, never mind. Okay, so yes, once again, I will be cutting away, trying to recruit a couple of units from the Vagiers, and then hopefully we will be doing battle with some Dark Avengers. Okay, so I have actually come to Sambuja, as I believe increasing the relation in this particular village would grant us many more volunteers for our army. As you can see here, I have already done one task for them, which involved getting 4 bags of grain, and now they are asking us to train some of their peasants against the upcoming scourge that is a bandit attack. So we will be recruiting 13 of those recruits, why not? And now we will be training the peasants. We do have an incredibly high training skill thanks to the secret man, and it will only take 7 hours to train these peasants themselves. So let us hope that we'll be able to do this. Oh my, 3 of them. This is not too good, because as you know, I'm not entirely good with actually fighting here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, there we are. I was actually a little panicked there, as you could probably tell. Oh no. Okay, so that is fine. That was okay. And now we will be training the next lot of peasants. Only 2 of them. So this should be pretty reasonable. I am using Energy Strike, which is not going to help us out quite a bit. Oh no. Ouch. Okay. Well, I took out 1 of them at least. Okay. Well, that didn't really help, did it? That's not too good. Yes, the manual blocking is incredibly difficult for me, as you can probably imagine. And, oh yes, a one-on-one fight. That is exactly what I would like. Now, let's just get used to this blocking here. So, left, right, up, and yeah. Thank you very much. You didn't wait for me to start. Wonderful. Yes, my first manual block right there. Not bad. Even though I was about to get taken out on the next hit. Yes, that would have been absolutely atrocious. Okay, whoa, there's actually a Dehua vassal running around our lands right here. I'm not incredibly happy with that. That is for sure. Okay, well, maybe after this we will be chasing him down. Who knows? There we are. That's not too bad. Okay. And there we are. We have a couple of bandits, and thankfully we have my shield, my weaponry, and all of my armor back in their rightful place. Oh yes. So, let us charge in, everyone. Oh yes. Let's do it. Now, these guys do actually do quite a bit of damage, but of course, considering I do have some very tough armor on, I'm thankful that they're not doing too much to me, and I'll be able to distract many of them from dealing a lot of damage to our allies. Come on, let's do it. Yeah, there we are. That's very nice. And whoa, okay. My horse apparently took that guy out. Very nice. Not bad. And we have a couple of people up here. I think, who is this? Vagia Paladin. He'll be able to deal with them. Well, maybe not. There we are. Not bad at all. Very, very simple and easy to gain relation with a village, I have found, and that is it. Great. So we will be refusing their offer and gaining a huge amount of relation. We have 30 in relation now, and we can recruit 20 Vagia recruits. That is amazing. And there we are. We have trained all of the peasants at Sambuja, and of course you saw there we were able to take 20 Vagia recruits. Very, very nice indeed. So, now what I will be doing is ending this episode off here, and next time on Light and Darkness I am hoping to find some Dark Avengers, and maybe to assist our Vagia units in potentially taking Wurchegg, or maybe assisting some Nords to fight the Dehua Scourge. So, I thank you for watching, and please, by all means, if you have any suggestions about what you think I should be doing next, then please leave them in the comments below. So, I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.